Good afternoon, guys. I am Edwin Burgos. This is Tommy Guy right over here. And we brought to you by an awesome new book. And we did promise you guys that we're going to have more new content. And we were going to talk about the Button storyline, but I feel like that's a little bit more to the past now. So I feel like we should be starting with something new.
We will get to that issue soon.
We will.
Right now, new issue just came out yesterday.
That's right. It's DC's The Forge. This
is the prelude issue to the Forge series that's coming up soon.
The Prelude. I'm excited about this because it starts off. Now this is like the bridge between what's gonna happen from now on to the Doomsday Clock, and
we don't really know that yet, but the reason why we're excited about this issue is because of all the writers and all the artists that's combining their talents together.
Well, it is a lot.
Let's name some of them.
Oh, of course, the main man himself, Scott Snyder.
Scott.
James
gonna be there.
Finian the Four.
Yep. Current writer of Batman, I believe.
Current writer of Batman. And then you got, of course, a lot of people. John Romita Jr., one of the most
great artists.
Astounding artists back in our generation. And then, of course, we got the cover by the man himself, Jim Lee. One of my favorite artists, especially when he drew for Hush. He's an outstanding old school DC type comic book. But it was a great story. But anyway, I don't want to digress too much. I want to talk about the current issue that we have here right now, the prelude to many more to come.
Since you read the comic most recently, I haven't yet, so I'm going to look to your expertise and tell me what's going on right now.
Okay, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It starts off like, Batman is inside this mecha suit, and like it's a volcano happening, and he's inside the volcano, and like there's like a doctor with him, and he basically comes out of the mecha suit melted, and like he's trying to rescue the doctor. Aquaman comes out, helps him out, tells him about, this wasn't a Bruce Wayne Enterprises black site. Why are you here? Were you hiding this the whole time? And Batman's like, yeah, are you asking me that? Or are you telling me that I've been hiding it from Atlantis? Because you know how Aquaman is. He's always been that type of person who doesn't like anything to be approached in Atlantis. He does not want anything to be in Atlantis. He wants Atlantis to be peaceful, nothing going shady in Atlantis. Furthermore into the story, it basically is this whole secret group that Batman's pulled up. Batman's basically trying to figure out a mystery that's happening. He's half something. He wants to figure out what's going on with, which I believe is something related to Dr. Manhattan. So he's trying to make something happen with a certain thing that he has locked in. It's like this gold tower. And this gold tower is pretty much locked. And the only way he can unlock it is by bringing in the man himself, Mr. Miracle.
Now, have we had any introduction to that character before this?
Mr. Miracle's been a character that's been in DC Comics for a while now. It's been created by Jack Kirby. And he's one of the new gods. Like he was the son of High Father, and it's an amazing character. I like him. I think he's cool. He should be in Injustice. That'd been awesome. That's one of the side characters, but that's just me. But Mr. Miracle's ability is that he's an escape artist. He's the master of escape artistry. He can escape from anything. He can open any lock. And that's the thing that Batman needed him to open this lock that there's no key for. The key was hidden somewhere and someone lost the key. So he was the lock for this key. Mr. Miracle opens the tower thing. Batman goes through it, but he tells Batman, don't go in, don't do it. I feel something wrong. But Batman tells you, that is all. Now go. I'll handle this. I need to handle this. And he's hiding this from the Justice League. He's hiding this from a lot of people. He's hiding it from the Green Lantern. Because the Green Lantern Corps is also starting to figure out what's happening. So, the head of the Green Lanterns, which is called, I forgot his name.
The person that's the Green Lantern now?
No, I know who's the Green Lantern is now, but I'm trying to figure out the guy who's in charge of the Green Lantern, the little guy, the little alien guy, who's like the boss of the Green Lanterns.
It's escaping my head too.
It's escaping my head. I don't read too much Green Lantern. I'm sorry about that, guys. But I read the issue and I saw the name and I just couldn't remember the name. I should have wrote it down. I'm sorry about that. But he basically sends Hal Jordan to a undercover mission, hiding it from all the other Green Lanterns, human and alien alike, and his Earth friends, which is the Justice League. Wants to find out what's happening, what Batman is hiding. So they found out that he's hiding something. He goes to Wayne Manor. He goes to the Batcave. He basically gets ambushed by the guy who was in
the person that survived through the Robin Wars, which is he's like the understudy of Batman right now, but not really a Robin.
Yeah.
But he considers Batman as his mentor, so that's why he's following him around and everything.
He's a good character. I didn't get too much with. I really didn't like him much, but he's a good character, and he's basically teaming up with Hal to find out what's going on. And they hear voices, and they keep hearing voices, and they just keep following the tunnel, until it leads into the undisclosed, the Joker himself. So Batman was hiding the Joker all this time? I don't think so.
That's really interesting. Is he what? He's keeping Joker prisoner down there, or
that's what I'm thinking. Like, is Joker writing stats, like little smart signs or something like that? Because in the story also shows Hawkman as well. So Hawkman's whole thing is that he's trying to figure out what's going on as well with this leaf metal, because the leaf metal is what created his mace. So it's made by the mace, and it's the same energy that's affecting everything right now. So I believe that Dr. Manhattan also has his touch on this as well.
But
So,
we definitely don't know that yet. But I guess from what you're telling me right now, there's a lot of bits and pieces that we don't know yet, since this is I would say 0 issue or the Prelude.
right.
So there's a lot of things we don't know yet, but there's a lot of introduction of characters from the past that's introduced into the series, so maybe they have something to play later on down the road, like what you said, Mr. Miracle, as well as the Joker, especially the Joker. I'm curious about the Joker as well.
I'm curious about too.
What's going on with that?
I'm curious about the group, the Outsiders, and the Outsiders were it's like an underground group that Batman's creating to handle the situation that's happening right now. So I'm curious what's gonna happen next in the next issue. I'm like really stoked because this is a really awesome, of course it's Scott Snyder, of course. So it's a really awesome issue, really great writing, and it got me hooked. So I really, really want to
especially the artwork, like as you can see from the cover itself already, the artwork is great, and I'm hoping Jim Lee does more of the artwork instead of maybe just a couple of issues.
Right.
But I'm sure Romita Jr. is probably going to be a main artist here, and maybe they're going to go back and forth. We don't know, but I just hope, for my opinion, I just want more covers like this from Jim Lee or even John Romita Jr. They're two great artists, and hopefully every panel is going to be beautiful.
Well,
and every panel is going to look great.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, that is our first video for today. We're going to have a second video later. We're going to have some gameplay of Injustice 2 when I go against Tommy. And
when I whoop his ass.
Well, let's control that a little bit. He's not going to whip my ass. I'm going to whip his butt. So,
but yes, guys, look forward to that. And if you guys have read The Forge, let us know in the comments down below. See what you guys think of it. You like it, you don't like it, you like the artwork. Where do you think the story is going to go? And,
and give us some ideas, enlighten us of how the story might end up pursuing. What do you think is going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen with this Outsiders group? What's going to happen with the Joker? That's the main, what everyone wants to hear. I even hear that it's bringing Plastic Man back. I'm not sure if that's possible. Maybe it's possible.
Imagine if they bring back the Question, though.
I would love them to bring back the Question. Can we please bring back the Question? I love the Question. It's one of my favorite characters of the DC universe. So please, thumbs up on that. Rorschach and Question would be great to have in a dual issue, which would be amazing to see them both interact with each other. That'd be amazing. I'm digressing. I'm sorry, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.
See you guys next time, guys.